Welcome to Blind and Low Vision Help Desk of St. Louis University Institute for Inclusive Education Foundation Incorporated. Telephone number 074-442-3779. I am your host, James Paulo L. Bautista, Area Coordinator, SLU IIEFI. You can contact me via email at james24paulo@gmail.com or via cell phone number at 0935-707-1351. Enjoy learning! Episode 2: Different ways to navigate an ebook in PDF file format. We can say that an ebook is in PDF file format if its file name extension is .pdf. There are two ways to navigate this ebook. First is to use the hyperlink and bookmark. Second is to use the navigation pane toolbar. Reminder, we assure you that all these different ways to navigate an ebook in PDF file format work in all the ebooks produced by our office, Institute for Inclusive Education Production Center. In case your ebook came from a different production center, rest assured that these different ways to navigate an ebook in PDF file format still work, but not all. Choose what works for you. Now, we will discuss one by one the different ways to navigate an ebook in PDF file format. First up is to use hyperlink and bookmark. The purpose of this navigation is to allow the cursor to move back and forth from the table of contents to the body of the book, or from the title in the table of contents to the heading in the body of the book. To do this, let us open our ebook using PDF Acrobat Reader DC. Then, press page down or control page down to move from one page to the other page. Since we need the table of contents, we will press control page down.
Table of contents. Link.
Then, we will press K because our table of contents consists of different links.
31.5 link. Exercise 4 link. 31.5 link. Introduction to the Philippines link.
So, introduction to the Philippines link, if I want to go on that topic, I'll just press enter.
Unknown. Introduction to the Philippines link heading level 4.
So to read this, I'll press down arrow or NVDa down arrow.
Heading level 4 link introduction to the Philippines. Transcribers note, the numbered blank is where you will fill in your answer. In the table provided below the selection, you will input your answer. The Republic of the Philippines.
Then I'll press Shift key to pause. But if I want to resume, again I'll press Shift key.
Is an archipelago of 1 blank.
Then if I want to stop the NVDA, I'll press Control. Now let's go back to the table of contents. So let's move on the heading. So I will press Shift K.
Introduction to the Philippines link heading level 4.
So introduction to the Philippines. Then I'll press enter.
Unknown. Table of contents. Link unit 1. Philippine oral lore 96.link 13.1. Link lesson. Page 2/190 read only C. Users HP desktop e-training on MS Word presentation grade 7. English.unit 12.pdf. Page 2.
So I am redirected on the table of contents. If you remember, when we navigate the Word file, using hyperlink and bookmark, we need to press home key, arrow right key, then enter, right? But here in the PDF, we don't need to do that because our file or our PDF file is already in a browse mode. So we can do the single letter navigation. The second way to navigate an ebook in PDF file format is to use the navigation pane. To do this, press F6 until you hear navigation pane tree view. So I'll press F6.
Find Tools button. Home button. Toolbar. Star this file button. Navigation pane grouping. Page thumbnails button.
Now I am in the navigation pane groupings and my cursor is currently in the thumbnails. So thumbnails, this is the pages. If you want to move page by page, so let's press tab.
Bookmarks button.
This is the bookmarks, then tab.
Attachments button. Model tree button.
And model tree. So let's go back to thumbnails, shift tab.
Attachments. Bookmarks button. Page thumbnails button.
So as what I've said, this is a page by page navigation. So press enter. Then let's press tab.
Text frame.
So it says text frame. So we will press caps lock tab to check.
Text frame focused.
So we are in text frame focus. So the disadvantage of this thumbnail, it will not announce what page. So to move from this, page to page, we'll press up or down arrow. Currently we are in the title page. I'll press down arrow. We will move to the table of contents, page 2, page 3. So the NVDa will not announce. Okay, so we will not use these thumbnails. So I'll go shift tab.
Navigation pane grouping. Page thumbnails button.
So I'll press enter to close the navigation thumbnails. Then I'll press tab to go to bookmark.
Bookmarks button.
Then press enter to open. Now I'll press tab to go to the list.
Tree view. Unit 1. Philippine oral lore collapsed.
So there are two main topic, the Unit 2 and
Unit 2. Inspirations from the past collapsed. Unit 1.
Unit
Philippine
1
oral lore collapsed.
and Unit 2. So if we want to open Unit 1, because it says collapse, so we need to expand so that we could see the different headings, right? So let's press right arrow to collapse to expand this main topic. And press down arrow. Now we can see the different headings. So we'll press up or down arrow to navigate.
Expanded. Developing effective speaking good knowing pitch. Using colloquialism. Electing class officers collapsed. Reading techniques. Folk dances in the Philippines collapsed.
So I'm pressing down arrow. So if I want to go on that folk dance, I'll just press enter. And my cursor is already in that folk dances. But we need to press F6 to go back on the main page. So F6.
Print page 17. Heading level 2 link folk dances in the Philippines. Folk dancing and singing were very popular among the ancient Filipinos. History relates that when Magellan reached the Philippines on March 17.
So I'll press Ctrl So you observe that it automatically reads the content of that book. Again, if we want to go back to the pane preview, navigation pane, press F6 again.
Find Tools button. Home button. Toolbar. Star this file button. Tree view. Folk dances in the Philippines collapsed.
So, where we left, the cursor is still there. So, if we want to collapse this, to close this unit, so we'll look for the unit 1.
Reading technique. Electing. Using knowing pit. Speaking good. Developing effective. Lesson 1. Unit 1.
Then I'll press left arrow to close. Then press down arrow.
Collapsed. Unit 2. Inspirations from the past collapsed.
So I am now in Unit 2. To expand, right arrow. Then down arrow to navigate the different headings in this unit.
Expanded. Using the library collapsed. Using graphic and nonlinear text. 1890. Noting sensory details in identifying and using interrogative pronouns collapsed.
So if I want to go on this topic, I'll just press enter. To end this episode, there are 2 ways to navigate an ebook in PDF file format. Use hyperlink and bookmark, and use navigation pane. Please be reminded that upon entering to your ebook in PDF file format, your NVDa is in browse mode. Therefore, you can do single letter navigation. To know more about NVDa browse mode and single letter navigation, please watch the episode Different Ways to Navigate an ebook in Word file format. The following commands were used during the activity. Control page down to move the cursor from the current page to the next page. Down arrow key to move the cursor from the current line to the next line. NVDa key plus tab to know the current position of the cursor. NVDa key plus down arrow. NVDa will read the file from the current position of the cursor until you press Shift or Control key. Shift key to pause or resume NVDa from reading. Control key to stop NVDa from reading. F6 to move the cursor to navigation pane and to go back to the main page. Our next topic is the third and final topic in navigating an ebook in different file format. This topic is how to navigate an ebook in EPUB file format. Please don't forget to like, share, and leave comments after watching this video. Also, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you.